Like and subscribe right now, or this spider is gonna crawl on your face while you're sleeping. 10 mysterious creatures caught on camera and spotted in real life. Earth's history is riddled with strange animals and so-called monster encounters. The mysterious woods, plains, swamps, and mountains hide mysteries that preyed on people's minds and fueled the legends and stories told around family hearth. Monster sightings were as popular in the 1800s and 1900s as they are today. However, instead of posting their sightings to social media accounts, the people of the past went to the newspaper, where their stories were published and immortalized. And, of course, that means they can still be read today. Many people believe that these monsters do exist in the world, but the scientific community usually thinks otherwise. These so-called monsters appear frequently in folklore and mythology, but, as you will see, tales of them still appear to this day. Number 10. Champ and Nessie. Champ and Nessie are creatures that both have similar backgrounds and description. People have reported seeing these creatures in Lake Champlain, USA, and Loch Ness in Scotland. Reports of Nessie, aka the Loch Ness Monster, describe the creature as being 20 feet long with dark gray skin. She is reported as having humps and at least one set of paddles. She has a head similar to a horse. Witness reports vary on the description, but not by a lot. The most reported sightings of Nessie occurred in the 1930s, but some still occur to this day. Champ, on the other hand, has been sighted for as long as 400 years. Native American tribes even have older legends of a beast in Lake Champlain. Champ is also described as being about 20 feet long with a serpentine body. He is also reported to have a horse-like head. Champ has also had laws pushed through to protect him. The most interesting thing about Champ and Nessie is that they are thought to be dinosaurs that somehow managed to survive. Descriptions of them are actually similar to a plesiosaur, but what do you make of these stories? Are they real? Did dinosaurs really manage to survive the test of time and still roam around us? Let us know in the comments below. Before we move on, I've got a challenge for you that will only take 5 seconds to complete. So here's the deal. Leave a like on this video, smash that subscribe button, and hit the notification bell. And boom, 25 years of amazing luck. Try it! It really works. Number 9. Chupacabra. Chupacabras have been reported to suck the blood out of livestock. Similar to the way a vampire would, the Chupacabra has been a very confusing subject for cryptozoologists to research because the descriptions vary so much. American Chupacabras have usually been proven to be a canine breed. Usually, they have mange so bad that they look like another creature entirely. Researchers have found sightings as early as 1974. They have also found that the Chupacabra is similar to a creature in the legends of Taino Indians. However, the Puerto Rican sightings have gathered the most interest. Sightings have been reported from 1995 to 1999. The Chupacabra has been reported as having large glowing red or orange eyes, huge fangs, sharp claws, spikes running down its back, and standing on 2 limbs. In one sighting, the Chupacabra changed colors before their eyes. One theory is that they are a scientific experiment gone horribly wrong. But whatever they are, surely it has to be one of the scariest experiences in a lifetime to face them. Number 8. Ibogogo. These little guys were sighted in Flores, Indonesia, from ancient times to the 19th century. They're described as hairy and short with big guts. They walk like humans. They are said to have mimicked the words people say to them. Australians and Indonesians found skeletons of a new species of human at an archaeological site. They are believed to live over 10,000 years ago. The skeletons were about a meter tall. These skeletons were thought to possibly be the Ibogogo of Indonesian folklore. The Ibogogo have been used by Indonesians as a scare tactic to get their children to behave. The term Ibogogo means grandmother who eats anything. Legend has it that the Ibogogo and the people lived in peace for a while. The Ibogogo started killing crops and the humans' animals. They fled to the caves when the humans started killing them. These caves were eventually set on fire after the Ibogogo stole a baby. Some were said to have fled to the Liangbua cave, which is the cave where archaeologists found the small skeletons. Number 7. Springheel Jack. Springheel Jack has been reported in London, New Mexico, Massachusetts, and Argentina from 1837 to our time. Springheel Jack is thought to be a tall and thin man who wears a lightly fitted hat and a black cape. He has large claws and sometimes his eyes are described as glowing bright red. In 1837, A man thought to be a police officer knocked on a woman's door, claiming to have caught Spring-Heel Jack. She came back with a candle, and the man had disappeared. She went outside to find a man by her gate. After giving the man the candle, who happened to be Spring-Heel Jack, he attacked her. He spit white and blue flames out of his mouth and tore at her dress and face with his claws. He fled after the woman's sister came out of the house hearing her screams. In 1877, people reported their bullets shooting straight through him while he remained unharmed. In the 1930s, he was reported being in Silver City, New Mexico, and Cape Cod, Massachusetts. The reports remained the same. In 2005, he had been reported as jumping from one roof to the next, up to 5 meters high and 10 meters long. Some people link him to Jack the Ripper, while others see him as an immortal being who likes to troll. Number 6. Shadow People. Shadow people are reported worldwide, and since the beginning of recorded history, shadow people seem to be living shadows. They are usually seen out of the corner of people's eyes. Some people see semi-transparent dark splotches. They vanish as soon as the person realizes what they saw. When people see shadow people, a feeling of despair and fear come over them. There have been some reports of being attacked or chased by these shadows. The shadows are usually larger than a normal shadow and don't resemble a person's silhouette. Science says that it is just a figment of the human imagination and our brain playing tricks on us. However, people throughout the recorded human history have listed down their encounters, and even some of you might have experienced similar to what they have described. If you are one of the people who have encountered the infamous shadow people, don't worry, you're not alone. And please do let us know in the comments below about your experience. Number 5. Beast of Bay Road. This beast was sighted in Wisconsin, USA, and it has been sighted since 1936. It runs on all 4 limbs, or sometimes just its hind limbs. It is said to be about 6 feet tall, built like an athletic man, and covered in shaggy hair. He has a wolf-like face with yellow eyes that glow in the light. A woman said that it was the closest creature to resemble a werewolf that she had ever seen. He has a horrible odor of decaying meat. In 1936, this beast was seen digging at an Indian burial site. The watchman prayed for his life upon seeing him. The beast reportedly said, "Gadara," to him, and then walked away on its 2 hind legs. Gadara was a Greek city located east of the Jordan River. It is mentioned in the New Testament. According to the Bible, Jesus met a man who was thought to have been possessed by evil spirits. This man was so strong that he could break through chains. When the man saw Jesus, he worshipped him. He told Jesus that his name was Legion and that there were many like him. Jesus cured him of the evil spirits by transferring them into a herd of pigs. Then, the pigs ran into the sea and died. The theory is that the Beast of Bay Road was trying to tell the man about his kind and that his kind has been around since biblical times. Number 4. Mothman. This creature has been sighted in Point Pleasant, West Virginia. Sightings have been reported since 1966. The Mothman is a gray, winged creature with large, glowing red eyes located in what would normally be the creature's upper chest. It is about 6 feet tall and much wider than any man. The first report was made by 5 males who were working in a cemetery. As they were preparing a burial site, they had seen a creature that appeared to be man-like fly over them. In another report, a group of people were chased while they were in a vehicle going at least 100 miles an hour by a similar creature. The Mothman had managed to keep up with them for a while before flying away. They claimed that the Mothman did not flap his wings while flying. Some people even reported their car completely dying momentarily when they have sighted the creature. The Mothman has been linked to UFO sightings and seemingly legitimate claims of men in black visits at the newspaper office. So, Mothman, if you're out there watching our video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Number 3. Bunnyup. For those who grew up in Australia, the Bunnyup will be familiar. The Bunnyup is a large mythical creature from Australian Aboriginal mythology, said to lurk in swamps, billabongs, creeks, riverbeds, and waterholes. It has been described as a giant starfish that walks on land. Imagine that! Other 19th century newspaper clippings describe it as having a dog-like face, dark fur, a horse-like tail, flippers, and walrus-like tusks or horns, or a duck-like bill. The very first description of this bizarre Australian cryptid appeared in a newspaper in 1845, which said that the Bunyip is representing as uniting the other characteristics of a bird and an alligator. It has a head resembling an emu. Its body and legs partake of the nature of the alligator. The hind legs are remarkably thick and strong, and the forelegs are much longer, but still of great strength. The extremities are furnished with long claws, but it is said that its usual method of killing its prey was by hugging them to death. When in the water, it swims like a frog, and when on the shore, it walks on its hind legs with its head upright, in a position which measures 12 or 13 feet in height. Number 2. Maryland Goatman. The Maryland Goatman has been seen in Prince George's County, Maryland, USA, since the 1970s. It is reported as having the lower body of a goat and the upper body of a man. He also has the horns of a goat. He's about 7 feet tall and weighs 300 pounds. The Goatman was first sighted by a couple of lovers who had been making out in their car. The Goatman had an axe in his hand while staring at the couple. He then ran into the woods. The woman reported that she had seen the creature in a backyard while her dog was barking furiously. She was too scared to go outside and found that her dog had its head cut off when she went out the next morning. So fair warning to everyone in Maryland, always be on the lookout for Goatman. Before we unveil the number 1, we would like to thank Ryan Roque from the Philippines for sending us the thumbnail for today's video. So, without further delay, here's the number 1 pick. Number 1. Pongo. There are legends of this creature in Africa. He is said to look like a mixture of a man and a monkey. Legend has it that this creature has magical powers and enjoyed the taste of human flesh. Female Pongos turned into gorgeous women in order to get close enough to a man to eat him. Apparently, Pongos and humans could also reproduce, which would create hybrid kids who looked more normal but had cannibalistic tendencies. In 1847, the Pongo was amazingly discovered to exist. However, it is now called a gorilla and known to be vegetarian. Okay, we admit this is not really a monster, but we had to put it on the top of this list just to show you how a simple story can be so exaggerated, and while others on the list still might exist, but in reality, they might not be as scary as they are portrayed to be.